What is going on, boys, girls, ladies, and gentlemen of YouTube? My name happens to be Lieutenant Drama, and oh god, a slight change of plans. This morning I woke, well, last night I said I was gonna do 2 more videos today, Ubisoft analysis and then Sony's. But then Sony's conference came around, and then they kind of nuked the world and took over everybody, and now I'm gonna talk about them. Like Ubisoft, this is gameplay from The Division, which was like one of Ubisoft's best games of the show. It looks fantastic, looking really interesting. Want to play this? Looks awesome. So I have gameplay for this. I wanted to put up gameplay of Destiny because that's my favorite game right now, right close to Watch Dogs. But Destiny's gameplay had commentary over it, so I couldn't talk over the talking. So that's fine. But go watch that gameplay, that demo. It's fantastic. But anyway. So Sony, wow, oh my god, if you follow me on like Twitter or whatever, you'll know I just kind of blew the fuck up last night, and I was just going crazy on Twitter. Oh, these graphics look so good in this game. Oh, that's really refreshing. Well, no, it's not refreshing, bad choice of words, sorry. That's kind of this generation in a whole, good graphics, but I don't know, just very nice in this game. Anyway, I'm gonna stop looking at that. But Sony, so if you live under a rock and just watch like my videos or like you didn't watch E3, Sony unveiled the PS4 as a console, like how it looks, and looks pretty nice. Everybody's making jokes that the Xbox One looks like bold and then PS4 looks italic because it's like a little slanted. But I don't know, it's kind of small, it's very nice looking, definitely not ugly, so that's cool, that's helpful I guess. Won't have to put a paper bag over it. But they also revealed the price, and as I predicted it would be $400. I said if it's $400, Sony wins this console war, this generation, and sure enough, $400, and everyone just blew up. Everyone on Twitter, Reddit, social networks, everything blew up. Sony wins this generation, and I don't know. I think I'm a little Sony fanboy at heart. I don't know. I think that's because that was my first console last generation, the PS4, like PS3. That's what I went toward. So I just kind of want them to win, or maybe it's just because I don't want Sony to get away. I mean, Sony, excuse me. I don't want Microsoft to get away with their with their bullshit about the DRMs and the lack of privacy, the NSA stuff. If they won this generation, I would have been upset because they would have gotten away with that. But now that Sony stepped it up and actually didn't blow their conference, I thought they were like halfway through the conference, it was just mediocre, and I was like, oh, they blew it. But like the last half, they stepped it up. Even with those jabs at Microsoft, they're like, oh, and they made a video how to share your games on PS4, and it was just like 20 seconds of someone, the guy giving the game to the other guy. Thanks. I don't know, stuff like that. Like they're really smug now. They're like, yeah, we did it. But I'm glad, I really am, because the PS4 looks fantastic. Everything that looks fantastic will be on both consoles and PC for that matter, and I'm just really happy that Sony stepped it up this year and actually like came through with everything, and they knew it. Like halfway through their conference, like they knew Microsoft's was $500, the Xbox One, and they knew they were a little cheaper, and they had a lot going for them this year, and they just kind of went through with it, and it was great. I was really happy with their performance last night. But their whole, let's just talk about like their whole conference as a whole. Like they had a bunch of good games shown. Some, I think all of them most of them were already shown before, but we got to see some gameplay and stuff like that. First, I want to talk about Destiny, because Destiny looks really ambitious, like very good. It looks phenomenal. But I mean, it's hard to keep saying that as a pro for this generation, because everything is gonna look good. Everything's gonna look good. This is just how this generation's gonna be. So it's really hard to use that as like a buying point for a game anymore. Like of course it's like a prerequisite, I guess. But it looked really, like the demo they showed was it was on Earth, and which we haven't seen. We haven't seen any gameplay before, obviously, but they've just been showing other planets and really not much of Earth. And this was just really cool for them to focus on, and they went through this. I want to call it. It was like a tunnel. It was like through this big wall. But I want to call it like a dungeon from like an MMO, and there's a big boss battle at the end, or small boss battle, but it dropped loot a la Borderlands style, and it dropped like a nice gun for him, and it was like a lightning gun. It was a lightning LMG that like, oh, it was so cool. Another guy got a sniper rifle, and even their banter wasn't half bad. It was a little cringy at times, like the banter between them talking. But it was actually it was the best of the show because everybody else was pretty cringy, if you ask me. But it was a really good demo. And then they had toward the end, they left the wall, like they left that dungeon thing, and they found like more players and had like a big battle against enemies. I don't know how that's gonna happen. If that's gonna be something not scripted, but I don't know if that's gonna be random. If that could happen anywhere. If you could like go find those things, or like they find you. I don't know why it's in that area exactly, but still it'll be cool to see this grow. It looks really ambitious and I'm really looking forward to it. Aside from that, we saw same things we've seen earlier. Killzone Shadowfall. It looks good, looks really good. But it's a Killzone game. I never played Killzone 3, but I played Killzone 2 and I loved it. So I'll be picking that up. It's a launch title anyway, so I'll definitely be picking that up. Infamous Second Son comes out 2014, but it looks cool because for the first two Infamous games, they were focusing on lightning and just lightning, like not a bunch of superpowers. They focused on like lightning, electricity, and stuff of that nature. But this to go around, it looks like they're focusing on fire and only fire, so they'll master fire. And then that's really cool. So like, what's next? The next, I guess, series of Infamous games will be water, and then what is this? Avatar? No. But I don't know, it's really cool of them to like try something new and not just continue the electric stuff. What else did we see? The Dark Sorcerer had like a weird demo. It looked like just like a regular sorcerer game. I don't know what it would have been about, but then they cut and it was still game footage, or CGI rather, of them like in a movie. It's really weird. Aside from that, oh, Kingdom Hearts 3 was shown as well. Everyone was ecstatic about that. I haven't played much of the series. I think I played Kingdom Hearts 1, I think, if I remember, but I'll definitely play it because everybody's really content and happy about it, so I'll definitely play that. And then we had AC4 gameplay demo, the first gameplay of Assassin's Creed 4. Looks fantastic. That's like where my channel shines, Assassin's Creed, and I know it, everybody knows it, so I'm really excited for that on a different level. Definitely picking up. A little upset that it froze and lagged in the demo, but what are you gonna do? I mean, shit happens. I don't think it's the fault of anything, it's just a little hardware malfunction or something. I don't know. And that's really I had Mad Max shown, but I mean, I wasn't really ever a fan of that series, so I don't have much to talk about there. And I guess the last thing, oh, and they showed Watch Dogs gameplay too, but that looks really, really interesting. I mean, Watch Dogs is a really good take on what they're doing. Like, it's GTA with more CCTV stuff, and definitely awesome, definitely cool. And they show like a new mechanic where you're like sneaking with the cameras. I don't know, it looks really cool, and I'll definitely pick that up as well. But I guess the last thing I wanted to say about Sony was their indie support is really interesting. They had like a whole segment where they just showed indie developers, guys that made Oddworld, what was that other game? Another horror game, Outlast, I think it's called, and a bunch of other, like, they had Octodad, if you remember that. Oh god, what a great, that game was so silly, but they just have a lot of, like, where Microsoft doesn't care about indie stuff, Sony cares enough for the both of them. Like, Sony really pushes for indie stuff, and that's really cool. So we'll see some new IPs for Sony just from indie things, and that's how games get big. You have to start somewhere, and Sony knows this, and that's how new franchises are going to be developed, through these indie people. And that's really cool. It's really interesting to me, and I look forward to where that's going from here. That's really all I wanted to say, guys. Go buy a PS4. Don't let Microsoft get away with their garbage. Go buy a PS4. Everyone has, well, not everyone. All the cool kids are doing it, trust me. No, but I don't know. I feel like Sony deserves our loyalty this generation. They really pulled through. Maybe you don't agree. If you don't agree, let me know in the comments. If you do agree, let me know in the comments, because I really want to know what you guys have to say about this. But that's about it for me, guys. I'm not going to ramble on and on and on about nothing. But yeah, I'll probably have something else up for The Last of Us soon. I'm not going to give you a day because I will probably break that day, but soon I will have The Last of Us stuff up once it's released. And until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.